Y'all, well, it looks like the material guy Santana has been shaking his booty everywhere because he just dropped a shady little list of men who he claims allegedly got HIV after messing with Young Miami. And he didn't just blow smoke, he pulled up with some receipts that could ruin the reputations of everybody involved. According to Santana, Young Miami has allegedly been out here giving multiple men something they can't get rid of. And fans immediately connected the dots back to Diddy. But if that wasn't insane enough, Santana is also allegedly claiming that she's been financed by a whole secret roster of sugar daddies, big names, big checks, private jets, silent deals, while she pretends to be a boss babe on social media. Now fans are spiraling, wondering who's on the list, who they allegedly caught it from, and why Santana is choosing violence now. Is this about loyalty? Jealousy? Or is he trying to burn her entire brand to the ground? Well, either way, this has turned into one of the wildest exposés we've seen all year, and y'all, it's only getting messier from here. So, when the material girl Saucy Santana and the city girl Young Miami first started beefing, most people figured it was just another bestie fallout that would blow over in a few days. But it's been weeks, and instead of cooling off, things are heating up. Now that Santana's out here name-dropping her sugar daddies and putting all her business in the streets, y'all, this ain't just petty shade anymore. The feud is spiraling. And if even half of what's being said is true, we haven't seen the worst of it yet. Now everybody knows that the beef allegedly started because Young Miami pimped Santana to Diddy, and then got mad when Santana and Diddy allegedly became a little thingy. According to Santana, the real reason everything blew up was because Young Miami allegedly tried to push him into messing with Diddy. You know, Diddy is a bad boy for life, if you catch my drift. Santana claimed she kept trying to make it happen, even though he made it clear that it wasn't happening like that, especially since Diddy was already involved with her. But instead of backing off, Miami allegedly kept pressing the issue, and things eventually got so uncomfortable that Santana started pulling away from her. That's when the tension really started to build. Before long, their friendship completely fell apart. But what's wild is that, after all that mess, they somehow ended up back on good terms. And Santana eventually did link up with Diddy not long after that, allegedly. But nobody knows exactly how they went from beefing to being back in each other's lives. Clearly, something changed behind the scenes. Perhaps dollar bills, y'all. But for some reason, they fell out all over again. And this time, Santana wasted no time letting everybody know why. According to him, it was Young Miami who had been running her mouth, spreading the rumor that he and Diddy had something going on. And y'all remember when Whack 100 went viral, proclaiming that Diddy was hosting freaky wild parties with both Miami and Santana? Well, Santana is now saying that Miami was the source of that tea, and she's the one who allegedly fed that story to Whack 100 behind his back.
Yeah, so you seen Gene before, but if Gene said he seen it, but we heard him tell Fabulous, "Nah, I want to have a party."
Oh, man, come
what
on,
that mean?
Man.
That means a party behind the scenes of a party.
Listen, man, for the record.
That sounds like some Illuminati shit. You got to explain the party
that's
part.
some Saucy Santana shit.
Nah, stop it.
Stop.
Now that we got there,
no, stop.
You the one said maybe the girl, Saucy, and Puffy having parties. Don't act like you didn't say that.
Man,
don't tuck your tail, bro.
Hold up, Ice Cream Chuck.
Don't tuck your tail.
I gotta say this because I'm here. I've been to Puff House in Miami.
Really?
Yeah, that's a fact. Man, Puff did the Starlin. Puff did the Your Style remix for me.
Well, y'all, the rumors got so strong that Saucy Santy eventually denied the allegations publicly, claiming that he never got involved intimately with Diddy.
Tana, they were saying you was with him. They were saying that
Do you know how
he was
much?
so weird.
Do you know how much that used to piss me off?
They would. I never believed it, but I know Santana seen it. That's
Girl,
why
I used to be on YouTube like, ew. I'm like, first of all, I don't even motherfucking play that. We ain't doing that.
Okay.
We ain't doing that. And Carisha ain't with nothing that's gay, baby. She don't even play that.
Okay.
So it was just like, I'm just like, and that affected me. I'm like, that's corny. Why y'all saying that I'm my best friend? Like, come on, what is we doing?
I mean, what's your tea? Like,
yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah,
but I'm not my best friend. Though.
Yeah.
Because he is out here.
So I do want to talk
I'm
about.
not giving it.
The fans didn't buy it, like, not even for 1 second. Once the rumors dropped, they spread like wildfire. What started as whispers and messy blogs quickly turned into full-blown speculation across social media. People started saying that Diddy's relationship with Young Miami might have just been a front, a carefully curated distraction to keep the real story under wraps. And the real story? Well, according to the internet, Diddy and Saucy Santana were the ones actually involved, and Miami was just part of the cover while Diddy kept his private life on lock. Well, Santana eventually came clean, or at least gave his side of the story. In a jaw-dropping interview, he claimed that Miami was the one who sneakily leaked the whole thing. According to him, she was getting jealous that Diddy seemed to be vibing with him more than her. And instead of confronting the situation, she decided to sabotage it from behind the scenes. When the rumors hit the blogs and things started spiraling, Diddy cut Santana off completely, just like that. No calls. No explanations. Because, according to Santana, Diddy wasn't about to deal with that kind of drama, especially not with people already questioning his sexuality.
You can't ask questions, I can't.
Okay, you're right.
Damn. Shit, all right. Give him a round of applause, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Question right here. Do you ever put your friend's business out on social media?
Yeah.
Why?
They do it to me.
Who?
Young Miami.
No, she don't.
Yeah, she do.
What she say about you?
She say a lot.
No, she don't.
She put my personal business out there. That's how I started Crucial Please, because she just kept naming multiple men that I was dating just to the world.
So, yeah, Santana exposing Young Miami for allegedly having HIV and passing it along to her sugar daddies definitely feels like revenge in its messiest form. And while the tea is spilling, it's not just hot, it's scalding, baby. From claims of secret infections to high-profile hookups, Santana is airing everything out like he's got nothing left to lose. And this isn't just drama, it's giving war. Now, Santana exposing Young Miami for allegedly having HIV is something that nobody really had on their 2025 drama card. But here we are. Things started spiraling when fans noticed Young Miami going off on a wild Twitter rant, saying stuff like, "I'm not sharing my next ninja." At first, folks just assumed she was salty over Diddy's past being aired out in court. You know, the usual jealous ex energy. But then things took a dark turn. Rumors started swirling that Young Miami's anger had nothing to do with jealousy, and everything to do with the bombshell that she had recently found out Diddy allegedly contracted the H from sleeping around with those people during those freak-offs. And not only that, but he reportedly passed it on to others, including Young Miami, allegedly. So when the news hit her, they say she completely lost it. According to insiders, she snapped, dragged Diddy on social media, and accused him of risking her life without even giving her a heads up. What started as vague little tweets quickly turned into an all-out war online. And now that Santana's adding fuel to that fire, the scandal is nowhere near finished. But before we even dive deep into all that messy back and forth between Santana and Young Miami, let's rewind a little to something that's been bubbling under the surface for months. Because believe it or not, the public was already speculating about Diddy's health status way before Santana's bold accusations ever hit the internet or a timeline. It all started the moment Diddy made that first court appearance. Y'all remember, social media lit up with people asking why he looked so frail, so skinny, so sickly. Then the whispers started, quiet at first, but they picked up fast. People began saying it looked like a health crisis. And naturally, in true internet fashion, the theory that really stuck was that Diddy might be secretly battling HIV. And while it started off as speculation, it only got louder as more pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. Well, Santana pretty much came out and confirmed it all. And he had a whole lot to say about it. But the wild part? Miami didn't allegedly dump Diddy because he had HIV. She allegedly dumped him because he was no longer willing to pay her bills. She was not about to stick around and be Diddy's bootang for free. Talk about, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Now, Santana's claims do sound a little wild, but he's not even the first to say it. The streets have been whispering for a minute. According to a source close to Young Miami, Diddy is no longer paying her bills. The friend told reporters that Diddy had been covering private flights, shopping sprees, and even the rent for a luxury Miami penthouse. But apparently those perks have stopped. Sure, he still bought her a Christmas gift, but he's not spoiling her like before. The same insider also said Diddy still wanted to be friends with Young Miami, but she wasn't interested in keeping things cute unless that cash money was flowing. They said Diddy is not in a good place mentally either. He could really use someone like Kershaw in his life. She really does care about him, not just his money, but the money is important. Yes. So, he has to start paying again if he wants her companionship. But y'all, why did it get even messy, eh? According to Saucy Santana, Young Miami didn't exactly hang up her jersey after she walked away from Diddy. No. Apparently, she just switched lanes and kept playing the same game. This time, her eyes were on a new prize. Saucy Santana claimed that after Diddy cut her off, Miami didn't waste any time finding another wealthy man to bankroll her lifestyle. And guess who allegedly stepped in to fill Diddy's shoes? None other than Quality Control's head honcho, P, aka Pierre P. Thomas. Yes, that P from QC. According to Santana, Miami and P allegedly had a thing going on behind the scenes. And if what Saucy Santana is saying is true, this isn't just some harmless flirtation. He accuses her of sleeping with industry power players to keep her lifestyle intact. And P just happened to be next in line after Diddy. What P didn't know was that Miami allegedly had HIV from Diddy. The whispers have been going around for years, but thanks to Santana, it seems like they're getting louder. And according to him, she allegedly had an affair with P, not for love, but to save the city girls from being dropped. But let's rewind a little. Around the time their numbers started flopping and the label reportedly began having some internal talk about cutting ties, something shifted. Insiders claimed that Miami wasn't about to let her whole brand crash and burn. So instead of waiting around to get dropped, she allegedly made a different kind of play. According to Gordon and Saucy Santana, Miami started cozying up to Pierre, late-night calls, off-the-books link-ups, and moments that were never supposed to leave the room. Not business. Not music. Something way more personal. The streets say it wasn't about strategy, it was about survival. And now, Santana didn't drop names for no reason. He flat out alleged that Miami got real close to P, close enough to raise eyebrows. And while Pierre has never confirmed or denied the rumors, Santana swears something went down behind the scenes that nobody's talking about. And the worst part? Young Miami never told him she could be HIV positive. But hold up, wait a minute, because Santana wasn't done airing her out. According to him, Young Miami didn't just move on to a new man. She allegedly spun the block and doubled back to her baby daddy, Southside, too. And what's wild? Miami is usually tight-lipped when it comes to her personal life. Nobody even suspected she was still messing with Southside behind the scenes. Not a whisper, not a hint. She had everybody thinking it was strictly a co-parenting thing and nothing more. Even Southside himself swore their breakup was clean. In an old interview, he made it crystal clear. The key to having a cordial co-parenting relationship is just no intercourse. You cannot have intercourse with your baby mama. I got a girlfriend too, so you can't have intercourse with your baby mama when you got a girlfriend. But if you're going off what Santana is claiming, that whole speech might have been cap. Now here's the spicy part. Santana hinted that Diddy and Miami might have done 3 songs with Southside. And it's interesting, because I know y'all remember when Southside name-dropped Diddy, saying, "Diddy, come get your B, my ninja." So, if Southside really was involved with both Diddy and Young Miami, like Santana seems to be hinting, then his risk in this whole HIV mess might be bigger than we thought. And that's not even the most shocking part. According to Santana, Southside has also been secretly financing Young Miami's lifestyle. Now, she loves to present herself as this self-made boss with sold-out shows and booming businesses, but the reality behind the scenes looks a lot different. Most of her ventures haven't been doing numbers. And without that Diddy connection, her financial power doesn't stretch as far as she wants fans to believe. The twist? Southside has a new girlfriend now, so he can't exactly be out here openly showering his ex with money. But Santana claims he's found a loophole and has allegedly been hiding the financial help under the cover of a generous child support payment for their daughter, Summer. Y'all, Miami's shenanigans go deeper than we thought, because it's looking like Homegirl has been tricking harder than we ever expected. Just like that, Saucy Santana may have single-handedly cracked open the darkest secrets of Young Miami's entire come-up. From Diddy's alleged HIV status to a laundry list of sugar daddies, industry heavyweights, and secret exes, this wasn't just tea. This was a full-blown takedown. The wildest part? Miami hasn't said a single word. No denial. No clapback. Just silence. So now we have to ask, is her silence a strategy or a confession? Because if even half of what Santana spilled is true, Miami might be facing a scandal bigger than anything she's ever dodged. Stay tuned, because something tells me the saga is far from over. My squirrel. Musical note.